What's up, guys? TruckDriver101.com. Let's talk about money or miles. Now, in the trucking industry, when you start out, they start you out with over the road. Okay, over the road, a lot of people get convinced of the idea of I got to get all these miles, but you actually don't. Miles are not important. Money is why you want to run the miles. So let's say you go to a company that does line hauling. You get your experience 1 year. Go to a company that got a line haul. They go from one factory to another factory. That's typically what a line haul basically is. So you go to usually a distribution place that receives something and then you deliver it to another place, or a warehouse to a warehouse, something like that. So from one place to another place, that's what it is. You go back and forth and you go home every night and you work maybe 10, 11 hours, maybe 14 hours or whatever. A lot of guys who do that and don't have to go all over Earth's creation, right, end up making some really good money. In some cases, the guys who do that make $50,000 a year. Now, let's compare that to the driver that drives all over the country and at the same time is never home, never has to see his family, never, and sometimes even isn't making $40,000 a year or $50,000 a year. So you need to ask yourself, are you running because you want to do a lot of miles, or are you running because you want to make money? If you want to make money, do over the road till you get your experience. Great, see the country, wonderful. But realize that you're not going to have much of a life on the road constantly. The best way to run, especially health-wise and life-wise, is going to be a line haul driver. And that's just my opinion. Now, a lot of people like over the road. There are some good aspects of it, but the truth is, dude, it's just too much. You're gone too much. You're constantly running around doing 1,000,001 things, and it doesn't make any sense. So my suggestion to you, any guy out there, once you get your experience, find a company that hires experienced drivers, not that hire brand new drivers, and go with that company and focus on the money you make, not the miles you run, because they can tell you over the road means you're going to get all these miles. Just because there's 1,000 miles between, one point and another point, doesn't mean they're going to give you freight that's going to go that way. Just because there's all these places that you can go when you're over the road doesn't mean anything. A guy who does line haul 5 days a week has a better guarantee of getting freight every day because he is an everyday runner. If you're running from a distribution place or a warehouse or a parts place for GM, and you take it to the assembly factory, cars have to be built every day. Okay? So you're going to run from that place to the other place every day. There's going to be some layoffs, maybe 1 or 2 weeks, but that's going to be during the holidays. You're just going to get a free vacation, basically. And you turn around and you're back to running. It's still going to be more consistent than it will be over the road, and you're more likely to make more money. You're going to have less downtime. It's going to cost you less in food because you're actually going to be able to eat out of your own refrigerator, and it's going to cost you less in time. Now, this is not always true, but you have to focus on the money. If you focus on the miles, guys, all you will get is time away from your family. It's not worth it, okay? So focus on miles. Focus on the money. Don't focus on miles, okay? Unless you want to go all over the country to make possibly more money or less money, because it'll be up and down. I'd rather be the guy hauling the GM freight, making $180 a week, $180 a day, $200 a day, and going home every night, sitting next to my wife or my kids, or just have a life. All right, guys, TruckDriver101.com. See ya.